Hello, everyone, and happy Saturday. This is our first weekend of the challenge, and I'm so glad that we are back for one more day. And this is the How Can I Keep From Singing challenge. My name is Dan Roeder. I'm a composer, performer, and educator. And this is what it looks like when I hit that big green go button. So if you would like to join us, I'll be reminding you how you can do that throughout the stream today. But I wanted to introduce my co-host and co-pilot, Mrs. Pixel, right over here.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I hope everyone is ready to sing their hearts out. I know I am. Every day we progress, it's just getting better and better.
Well, every day is a new opportunity, right? And yesterday we were saying like, consider the consequences, consider the opportunities, right? So that's from I love that song, Ripple. If you haven't seen the movie Spirited, you can get through Halloween and Thanksgiving first, but when we get into that Christmas season, it is so good. It's like Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell, Octavia, I blanked on her last name, but just a really great movie about it's modern Christmas carol. And there's a song called Ripple that talks about how they when you just do one little action, it creates all these ripples, and it was so beautiful. It's a little bit of beautiful irony. I was just thinking about this after we watched it yesterday, Mrs. Pixel. There was so much choreography. It was a beautiful song. It was well produced. It wasn't like a animatic or anything, and there wasn't just like a sketch of like the guys will do this, and then this will happen, the lights will show up over here. No, they were on a soundstage that had 3 inches of water in it, and they were like running through the rain, and it was just such a joyful scene. But that's the one that was cut, So wow. I guess there's a lesson there. It's right at the tip of my brain, and I'm sure we can pull that thread. But I think there's really a lesson in you still give it your all. You don't know what's going to be cut.
They just don't do it like that anymore. Very
right. Rare. Yeah, well, exactly. So anyway, we're going to get started, and these weekend episodes are going to be fairly brief. And Mrs. Pixel is going to be the moderator and bouncer if I start like hopping on a soapbox or getting random, because I really want this. Get the shepherd's hook. I really want these to just be moments to check in, and then go. Like we say before, go touch some grass this weekend. Go find your heaven and earth,
enjoy Saturday and chill out. And
yeah, exactly.
Sunday, and we'll be back.
All right. So let's just go ahead and get started. So we are using our Bartenia fundamentals, of course, but now we're giving our brains a chance for retrieval practice. See what we remember. So first, just start rocking side to side. And this is a really good way to start. And I can definitely say I have most of my life, probably still now, I really don't know where my hips are. And it's a weird thing to say, but my wife is always, kind of like the face palm when I dance.
Your hips lie?
My hips lie. My hips are a big old liar. No, just kidding. Yeah, take that, Shakira. Her hips don't lie, but mine are just like, what are we? No, I guess they're not liars. They're just existential. So,
yeah.
But I like, right. Yeah. What helps me is thinking of like a figure 8 or like the infinity symbol, and just kind of it's all with this practice of sequencing movement. And that's just where my work is. Some people might say like, I don't know how to connect with my wrist, or I don't know how to connect with my big toe. But we can take the opportunity to bring our whole self, not 99% of ourself, our whole self into singing. And so we'll do our X's and O's, and just be thinking big. That's our X. This is our amoeba self. We're reaching out as far as we can, and we can do this quickly. We can do it slowly and sustained. We can do it indirectly or directly. You're going to start hearing some new words because as we get halfway through, we're going to switch from these Bartinia fundamentals of movement into Laban. So that's just prepare for that. And we're just finding your breath. And as we're working on our breath, think of an inner tube all the way around you. And now just take some inhales and expand all the way outwards as much as you can. And start quieting your thoughts and being present in your body. And then really, really breathe in. Breathe in through your nose. We got X's and O's. And start being aware of what is going on around you. And then let it go, because you're here right now. You're in your body. You showed up for a reason, and welcome. Glad you're here. So we're going to move on to that starfish and just into reaching out, core distal radiation. We're thinking from our belly button all the way in every direction to our extremities. We've got our head, our tail, limb here, limb there, legs. No matter how many limbs you have, we can connect them all from this center, from our core, all the way out to the tips of them.
I
And
was
then
4 days old when I realized how in shape you need to be for singing.
you were 4 days old. Wait, that's amazing.
The light bulb went off. Oh my God, I am not in shape for singing. It was this challenge that it all opened up the doors for me. Like,
oh, okay. No, now I'm catching it, because before I thought, wait, you remember when you were 4 days old? I don't remember. Yeah. All right. So now start, you can kind of bring yourself back to a nice singer's posture, feet shoulder width apart. And we're thinking, really focusing on this head-tail connection. Bring in the mouthing from Bartinieff is our third pattern. And we're thinking of the spine is really resulting in our mouth, right? So there's that connection all the way down your spine and through your tailbone. I very often do this head-tail connection together with mouthing. And I know that I've been reading what a lot of practitioners have written about this. And by the way, I just want folks to know this is me sharing information. This is not me, with a certification in Bartinia fundamentals. However, we can just become aware of these resources. But I want to direct people, like, if you really want to dig deep into this, this is not, where I would say, hey, send me a DM. I can just explain it all to you. I am, this is something that I found joy in these movement patterns. There are a lot, if you just look it up on YouTube, there are a ton of resources from practitioners of this, that this is like what they do. They train people on this work. And that's where I would go for, a really robust deep dive and some form and some, being able to troubleshoot anything that you're finding as a sticking point. But, the head-tail connection, we have this snake. So think of your spine as very, very tall. And then I like to imagine that I have a spaghetti string or a rope that's just lifting up my spine. And then the last thing that I like to do with the head tail is just shake, get those little tensions and discomforts out of the way, crickety, crickety, crack, and then just kind of be nice and tall. And we're going to just do some body halves. And if you think of, just things that happen with your upper body and your lower body together, the best thing I can think of is in water, the breaststroke like this. Our body halves are really in tandem, and we've got that connection as a body half at our waist. And then the other one is this butterfly across the midline that is separates our left from our right. And this is where we can practice just doing things symmetrically with our whole right side or our whole left side. So you can't see, my legs, but it's really nice to do this kind of work on the floor. So you have the floor supporting you. And finally, we've got our cross lateral movement, where we have our limbs are crossing the midline, right? We're going across. Maybe you bring your right leg over across and tap on the left side, and then you do the same with your left to your right. But anything that has this complex diagonal movement is going to be that cross lateral. So we're going to continue that cross lateral movement into a balloon breath. I think we did this maybe the first day, but a balloon breath is, we want to think of our rib cage and our intercostal muscles. It is this big inner tube around us. And so we can make a big gesture to remind ourselves, as we breathe in, we're expanding out, and then we blow into our fist. And when you need another breath, take another breath. You can go ahead and keep going, but just one awareness piece too is, if you put your hand on your stomach, right, maybe 2 fingers above your belly button, try to start becoming aware of where that diaphragm is on you, and just put your hand there for reassurance and for that tactile experience of, when I breathe out, my abdomen is expanding. When I breathe in, we're expanding. When I breathe out, it's contracting. It's expelling the air. And this exercise, again, I learned from Dr. Timothy Stalter in Cantor in Iowa, and just amazing choral conductor. All right, we're going to get right into some warm-ups, and then we're going to check in with Mrs. Pixel and her song and call it a wrap. So, wee-ho, 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 wee. Wee-ho, 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 wee. Going up. Wee-ho, 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 wee. 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 If it starts to get too high, you can drop out or go an octave down. Wee-ho, 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 wee. 2 more. Wee-ho, 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 wee. Wee-ho, 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 wee. Good. All right, we're gonna go for broke on this one, because I'll review it tomorrow. But Mrs. Pixel, are you ready to work your brain while we're working our voice?
Absolutely, bring it.
Here we go. All right. So this is something that I learned while I was teaching for a year up in Sauk Center, Minnesota, with Bonnie. And I just blanked on her name. Sorry, Bonnie. I'll look it up. But it'll come to me by the end of the session, probably. But she has this beautiful number game that I took with me. And I've been, well, I was teaching vocal lessons for about 20 years. This is like my signature warm-up. I just want to make sure everybody knows I did not invent it. But this is, it's got numbers. So let's say I'm first. Just repeat after me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good. Now we reverse it. 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2. Good, good. Yeah. Oh, you nailed it like the first time. Whoa.
Well, no, I was cheating. I was mimicking you.
Okay, no, now I see. Okay, so I want everyone to imagine that just like we're hopping up to the top of the ladder, and then we're going down rung by rung, and then being like, ah, and then going down another one. Okay, so it's 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5. Just do that much. 1, 5,
5,
4,
4,
5,
5, 3,
3,
5,
5, 2,
2,
5. Good. Now we just do that same pattern again, except we hold the 2. It sounds like this. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2. Try that.
1, 5,
4, 5, 3,
3, 5,
5, 2. I swear there is a point to this. This is, it's helping a lot of different parts of our brain. Math and music go together. And then we go the first ladder pattern. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5. And now here's the part that is, this is like advanced. We go 1, 5, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1,
That's
5,
3, 5,
6,
6, 7, 8. Good. So the whole thing sounds like this, and then it's just jump in when you can. And this is for everybody out there who is putting math with their music. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we go up a key, a half step. Oop. Ah. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I trip myself up. I usually start in C. I started in A for some reason. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're in C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2. 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, there we go.
And I just got the giggles. I'm sorry. It's just so much oxygen to my head, and after all that, I don't know. I just got a case of the giggles.
That's great. I mean, why not? Bring on the giggles. All right, so let's just check in on your song. And I've got the sheet music that I can pull up if we need it, but I want to actually just kind of go for broke right now because I want to just, we did the slop through, we did some work, and now I want to just take it back to the beginning. If you could bring up the karaoke track, and then
Yes.
we will just go for it. Bonnie Nelson. I had to look it up. Bonnie Nelson. Thank you, Bonnie Nelson, for being an amazing model of education. I actually taught with her back in 2005, so almost 20 years ago. and I was it was like my I didn't even have a teaching credential yet. I went there on what's called a variance, and oh, there we go. I see it. I was just kind of stalling for time. So yeah, here, let me hide
We're
our
blasting into the past.
little, yeah, blast to the past. So yeah, that was just an eye-opening experience of what education can be, and she had it so dialed in. So Bonnie Nelson, thank you for being an amazing educator. She's still teaching there at Sauk Center. So yay. All right, go ahead. Just go. Yay, Bonnie. All right, let's go for it. I'm gonna mute myself.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we will find you acting on your back. Turn your back on mother. Everybody wants it's my own desire. It's my only moment. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and the pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody, it's through the light. Every morning to talk from the light. When it's you, I'll be right. We've almost made it. So sad they had to. Everybody wants Stopped it. Okay, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, I think that's good because we never even touched the bridge, did we? Or like
No.
what are they calling that? It's yeah, that's so interesting. It's like the second ending. Here, let me if I'll turn off your screen share just for a moment, but you can keep sharing the screen because then we can just pull it up if we need it. But taking a look at the sheet music, I think we can focus today on this second ending, which is, anytime something changes in music, we always want to transition over the seams, right? We want to be able to sing through what comes before the change and then all the way to when we're back home to the next verse. And I could kind of hear it in your voice, like your voice said, okay, here we are. We're back home at this cozy verse.
Right.
Yeah. All right. And also time check. I'm gonna give us like 4 minutes, and then we're just gonna, we can pick this up tomorrow as well. But I want to just, get into this. Where did I put it? All right. Yeah. This is just sheet music moment where this little 2 is. That just means it's a second ending. So this is the repeat. Anything that's a line like that is telling you like a section. It says go repeat. We're going to go back to the beginning for verse 2. We sing through verse 2. And then when we get to this part, like this is the thing to notice. Obviously, we don't see this on the karaoke track, but just as we're thinking, that's one of the things this graph called sheet music helps us with is think of things in section and tells us where we want to go over the seams. So we're coming, here's the second chorus. Everybody wants to rule the, and then we go down here, world. And then right away we have one. There's a room where the light won't find you, holding hands where the walls start tumbling down.
Nice.
Right? Yeah. So let's take a look at this. And this I went to Julia Child's it. Just with the rhythm. Do you know the rhythm to this one well enough from the song? Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's Julia Child's it, because I'm not super familiar with the song, so I just want to lean on what you know, and we can all but just speak through like your Julia Child's voice from There's a Room.
There's a room where the light won't find you.
Ooh, I love it.
Holding hands and the walls start tumbling.
Go for it.
The giggles.
That's okay.
Walls start tumbling down. When they do, I'll be right behind you.
Nice. Okay, we got into like Cockney zone. Like, hey, governor.
Yeah,
I would like a spot of tea. I don't know. I don't want to get like, okay, that's let's step back from that. Sorry. I don't know why I was I got the giggles too. Like it's kind of late on a Saturday, right? All right. So when I loved how you brought the pitch kind of into the Julia Child, but let's go back and I want you to just we just really want to attend to the rhythm, and then we'll add the pitch back in. So there's a room where the light won't find you. You know, and you can play around with your inflections and be goofy. All right, go for it. And
there's a room where the light won't find you, holding hands where the walls start tumbling.
Keep going, keep going.
When they do, I'll be right behind you.
Yes, and then it kind of like, it doesn't even tell us, like go back to you know, the chorus. So where do we go with that roadmap? I think we just start taking the alternative text. I don't like to, just between us and the rest of the world watching on Restream. I'm not a super fan of when they do this and they're like, see additional lyrics, because it's so hard as an accompanist to be with your student and coach the language as well. Anyway, that's a me problem, not a you problem. So let's just sing this on a na. We haven't really broken down yet into nonsense syllables. So we're just gonna sing this on a na first. We'll add the text back in, do a little workshopping, and then we'll call it a day. And we'll start with doing the whole song again tomorrow. All right, so just on a na. Na 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 na. And just I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it with the latency. So I'll do it and I'll play the piano notes and then I'll just give you your starting note and then repeat it, just so that it doesn't become like muddled kerfluffle for our viewers with the latency. So na 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 na.
Na 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 na.
Good. Now on this high note on the word room, na na na. I want you to just invite your jaw to feel that weight of gravity. Na 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 na. Okay, now I want you to feel a tickle behind your eyes and just kind of play around with the shape of that na. Nonsense syllables are really helpful because it's just a vowel. Like we can really focus on the tone and the placement. So na na na. Good. I want you to just same thing. We're gonna end on that room note, but I want you to throw a frisbee when you get there. So it looks like this. Na 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 na
na na na.
Good. Yeah. And so what's happening is you know, a couple things. Number one, we see it, you know, this is where maybe the sheet music doesn't help because we see the highest note. And that happened to me yesterday. Remember, like when I saw the high B, I'm like, scary. But I want you to imagine and really convince yourself you can go 6 notes higher than that. I bet you can. Na, na, na. Okay, go for it.
Na
Just hold it out.
na na.
Good. Now let's just start on that note. No.
No.
Good. Yeah. Did you feel how that was a lot more supported?
Yeah.
Yeah. So na na na.
Na na na.
Yeah, and I can hear that. It's so funny. I can't see you, but I can hear that you might be pinching your mouth. It might just be a little closed still, and that's it's just a sign of hesitancy when something is is a high note that we're working on maybe. But I want you to actually convince yourself that there is a weight on your chin and it's pulling it down. That's what Julia Childs helps with as well, is it really lets us just feel that weight of gravity. Na na na. No.
Na na na.
Yes, there it is. Okay, so now let's add just the text, and we're gonna go. There's a room where the light won't find you. Here's what it'll sound like. There's a room where the light won't find you.
There's a room.
Yeah. Now I want you to add an H before theirs, because it's like this unaspirated,
Yeah.
So there, just say it. There.
There's
Yeah. There's a room where the light won't find you. Good. One more time.
There's a room where the light won't find you.
Good. Now we're going to bring back one color of Julia Childs on the word room. Otherwise, it sounded phenomenal. Think ROM, like CD-ROM, or oh my gosh, what's a CD-ROM? RAHM, or a rom-com. Yeah. There's a room where the light won't find you.
There's a room.
Yeah, I liked how you added the H, because what an H does, and this is the hack for singing, when you're either have that really strange, either a diphthong or maybe it's, just this TH sound that's followed by a vowel. If you add the H, it gets the breath going, and people can't typically hear it. So this is something you can even do in karaoke. You can even, when that fateful day when you perform this at karaoke, you can have that H in there and nobody will notice. There's a room where the light won't find you.
There's a room where the light won't find you.
Good. Okay. Now, phrasal destination. Where are we going? What's the most important word? And this is a you decision. Like, where do you think we're going? What's the one word or syllable?
Tumbling, somewhere in there, maybe.
Oh, no, sorry. Just in this first phrase. There's a room where the light won't find you. What's the phrasal destination?
You, I think.
Oh, yeah. And so this is where all of us can have a different choice. And if you make that choice, I want to hear that choice. So let's just go ahead and start one more time. There's a room where the light won't find you. Okay, go for it.
There's a room where the light won't find you.
Yeah. So I think you can make the contrast even more. There's a room where the light won't find you.
There's a room where the light won't find you.
Yeah, I'm so glad we got to this moment, because now we're talking about interpretation already. So I didn't want to color your decision, but if it were me, I would say the word light. But I really like it when you focus on you. There's a room where the light won't find you. So did you hear kind of the difference in the way we're interpreting it? But you go with you. So now let's practice bringing that out even more. There's a room where the light won't find you.
There's a room.
I know. Yeah, just laugh it off. It's okay. And try it again.
There's a room where the light won't find you.
Yep, good. And light. And I actually really like this interpretation of it, because you're almost like whispering the word light. and it's so contrasted with what my interpretation.
Right.
But let's dig in even more. There's a room where the light won't find you.
There's a room where the light won't find you.
Yeah, and so I heard you kind of hint at it, but I would lean into that of shortening the word light. There's a room where the light won't find you.
There's a room where the light won't find you.
Good. Yeah, and so you're kind of like making a really crisp T there, and that's lovely. All right, now taking the a similar path for that interpretation. Holding hands where the walls start tumbling down. Where do you think you're going in this one?
Tumbling, maybe.
That's what I would do too. Yeah, I because it's on a strong beat. It doesn't look like a strong beat because we're in kind of a weird time signature. I think we're in like 12. Yeah, it's 12/8. So 12/8 is two things going on at once. It's 3 and 2 divisions going on. But I just want to point out like that it's a really great choice because that's on a strong beat. And why did I lose it? I lost it. There it is. I was right there the whole time. So this dotted quarter note is our one beat. Like if we're thinking walls start tumbling down, the tum of tumbling is going to be on beat 3, even though it looks funny. Walls start tumbling down. I really like that because you have a very strong stress syllable on a strong beat, and then we have this kind of this figure that goes down, and that's a nice taper. Some people might focus on the word down, and it might sound like this: walls start tumbling down. And you're just going into that down. But yeah, let's go for it with on tumbling. So start with holding hands. Ready? Sorry, I'll do it, and then we'll take turns still. Holding hands where the walls start tumbling down. Your turn.
Holding hands where the walls start tumbling down.
Ooh, you got fancy. You made a little like harmony. I love it. Lean into that too. What did you do? Holding hands where the walls.
Maybe I should. Yeah, I don't know if it was.
Yeah, I think it maybe it was up
in my head, and I just happened.
Yeah, go for it. So go for it. Yeah, I'm not gonna get too pedantic and try and figure out the notes, but just do it more. When you do it, then next time you do it more. Here we go. And you can
hands where the walls start tumbling down.
Yeah, down, down, down. Just try that down. Down.
Down. Down.
Yeah, there you go. Down. All right. So let's just, in the interest of time, go from there's a room where the light won't find you, and then to all the way to behind you. So basically just the end of this page.
There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Where the you're going for an A. Yeah. Holding you're an A student. Holding hands where the walls start tumbling down. Yeah, you're gonna have to change that note too. Down. That's gonna be too low to jump to. Holding hands, walls start tumbling. And then maybe down, down. Yeah, that works. Just walls start tumbling down. You're a composer now. Here we go. So one more time. I'll do. You do. Holding hands where the walls start tumbling down.
Holding hands where the walls start tumbling down.
Yeah, nice. I like that. Where they do, I'll be right behind you.
When they do, I'll be right behind you.
Good. Okay, so now let's cement that in. Go ahead and go back to, I'll stop sharing. I want to just do the beginning up to that point, and then we can charge forward the next time. Oh wait, you're already sharing. That's, again, it's a me problem. All right, here we go.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you resting on your back behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants it's my only right.
Open up.
It's my only law. Help me to decide.
There you go.
Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants where the light.
There we go. Yeah, go back. Go ahead and go back. It comes right in. Everybody wants to rule the world. There's a room where the light won't find that, and that's what we just worked on. So perfect. I'm glad you wanted to go back and nail it. I wasn't sure because sometimes when you get lower in the range, the audio cuts out. And it's just like probably a traversing voice over the internet kind of thing. But yeah, go for it. Sounding great. Really opening up. Keep open.
Body wants to room where the light can shine. Holding hands while the walls are tumbling down. With you, I'll be right behind you. So glad we almost made it. So glad we behind you. Everybody wants
Good. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no, this is great. I want to go back and catch just one thing because you really nailed that. The note that you like composed and made it to your own. Walls come tumbling down. So I think you're wanting to jump down to like this note that it's just going to be a really large jump. So I think if we just try that, walls come tumbling down. Try that. Let's do it 3 times in a row. Here's walls. Just start right on walls.
Walls come tumbling down.
Yeah. Down.
Walls come tumbling down.
Yeah, and you kind of actually changed the order, which is totally cool too. Remember, making it your own. Walls come tumbling, and then I think you went down, down. Yeah, down. Is that kind of what you're hearing in your head? I want to make sure we solidify and clarify and crystallize what's in your head, not in my head. So, walls come tumbling down. Let's try that 3 times in a row.
Okay. Walls come tumbling down.
Yeah. 2 more times.
Walls come tumbling down.
Yeah, and just to really crystallize that, down. down. So you're going like D-A-B, down, down.
Walls come tumbling down.
Very nice. Yeah, one more time.
Walls come tumbling down.
Oh, I'm starting to hear like some sass in your voice too. This is great. Can you scrub it back to, why did I just say scrub it? I think that's a word, right?
Yeah.
Back to right before, yeah, I think it's a little after this, maybe. You can, oh, Amazon's here. I'm like, what? Sorry. I get so easily distracted. Squirrel moment.
There's a room where the light can't find me. Holy hands blow the water stop traveling down. We feel upright, we and we. So glad we've gone.
Nice. Yeah, and you went over the seam. So that's exactly what we talked about at the beginning. So now 45 minutes into our 15-minute time. I'm horrible at this. Then let's call it for today. And let's, we can take some family time. And but before we leave, I just wanted to remind folks, if you'd like to join us, then you can join us here on the How Can I Keep From Singing Challenge. And it's also, let's see, do I still have it in the chat? No. So you can go to nas.io, nas.io/keep singing. And then Mrs. Pixel, while you're talking about your project, I want to just put that on the screen too, as well. Wait, that's not you. There we go. All right. So can you tell us, how can we support you and the work you do with the papers?
You could support us by downloading our song for 69 cents, available on all major music platforms. Also, really love it if anyone could show up for a karaoke night.
Yes.
Every
That's
Sunday.
Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow at 5?
That's right. Tomorrow at 5 Central Standard
5
Time.
Central.
Yep. We'd love to have you. We give prizes for the best performances and the worst performances too. Pretty
Oh my
decent
gosh.
prizes.
I didn't know about the worst performances.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so coming. I'm gunning for that. That is
Please.
amazing.
Yeah.
I
Come
love
and
it.
have some fun with us and be silly, be serious, talk about your crypto. If the ticket in is you got to sing if you're going to discuss any business things, marketplace stuff. But yeah, we'd love to hear your soft shell and just hang out and win prizes. We have judges.
Amazing. I love it. Yeah, so it's the chat for some reason isn't letting me open it. So I'm actually just going to show everybody. And I wanted to tell you this, Mrs. Pixel, as well, that I wasn't late in getting the checkpoints done. I still have 19 hours to put up the next checkpoint. So I want to show folks where to go and what this looks like in the nos.io, because I saw we've got 7 people who have joined the challenge so far, which is amazing. Awesome. We're on day 6 and there's already 7 in the official challenge. So here's what nos.io looks like. And this is already in the challenge section. So if you just go into the community, again, all this is free. It does say like a suggested price, but it was just an option that I'm trying to train myself not to leave opportunities behind, so I just want to make sure this is an absolutely free challenge. There's no strings attached, no bells, whistles that will be chasing you afterwards. We're just glad to have some people together. So this is what the challenge looks like. We have the 30 days to better singing. How can I keep singing challenge? And right now, I think it's because people haven't used the platform. It says participants in the challenge haven't actually, signed up. So you want to make sure to click on challenges, and then you can join the How Can I Keep From Singing Challenge, or 30 Days to Better Singing Challenge. And we've got checkpoints like this. And the checkpoint 1 was find a place and time to practice. It's important. This is a place that's comfortable, and it's a time you can embrace a judgment-free playfulness and mess. And you can always add a video if you want to introduce yourself. You can There's a lot of different things that you can do within this free platform. And going back to the home, this is just kind of what it looks like. And look, here's the folks that are in here. And Mrs. Pixel, you're right here. You're right here. Wait, I am screencasting, right? I'm like so like paranoid right now that I'm not doing the right tech. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So here's this is just what my end looks like, and you can always create your own challenges. So look we're on fire, up 7 people from 8 in the last 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I probably joined it like 40 days ago.
There's that infinity symbol. Let's go.
Infinity, yes. All right, so that is what it looks like. I will be adding the rest of the checkpoints, so you can actually see the whole schematic now that I know what timing and pacing is like and what we can get through. Obviously, I can't get through 15 minutes of content in 15 minutes, but I'll get there. So
next challenge.
The next challenge. It's the stop Dan from getting on the soapbox challenge.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So here is how you can support me if you would like to support the work that I'm doing and in creating the challenge. And just I would be deeply honored because I'm sharing my green with you. My green being my go button. That's my big red go button right there in the middle. And green is also for growth. So, I would love to just continue building this community of people supporting each other. And that's the kind of flavor of community that I'm excited to build. So once again, here's how you can join it. Just go ahead and take a screenshot and force press if you're on a touch screen, or you can take a picture, however you can get there. You can also just look me up on X, formerly Twitter, and it's right on the bottom, like right below my profile. We have an X community that you can also join. And then in there are all the links, all the instructions. And I'm also actually on X having all of these classes and these sessions together that Mrs. Pixel and I are doing. I'm putting them into a thread in my pinned post. So this is a beginner-friendly challenge. You can also begin at any time. So it's not going to go away in case you don't have these 30 days open and you're just maybe tuning in and saying like, hey, this looks cool. But I'm going to cut it here.
Awesome.
And
yeah.
Mrs. Pixel, tomorrow, you need to bring the shepherd hook and get me off the stage.
Never.
Oh man, you're such an enabler. Just kidding. But tomorrow I did want to talk about what we're doing. We're just going to do a little warm-up workshop. We're going to focus on breath warm-ups. And then on Monday, we will hit the ground running and we'll come back for the rest of Mrs. Pixel's first song. So hopefully,
that rest in the break on the vocals.
Yes, we need to protect the voce. So just review if you're just tuning into this challenge right now. The only homework so far is find a place to do this and just fully commit. And then number 2 is find a song that you want to start with, something that's low stakes. And all right, we'll see you tomorrow and have a good rest of your Saturday.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Oh, Julia Charles. Goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow.